Hey guys, what is up? Shannon asked you guys on, I think it was our Instagram, questions for you guys to ask me that you guys are probably curious to rack my noodle about because I'm not on here all the time. And you guys probably think like, what a crazy bastard. Like what, I don't understand his mentality or thinking or whatever. And I'm gonna help you guys try to understand and break down a little bit some of my thoughts and thought processes, because yes, it is sometimes quite a bit different in the way I process and think about things. Very analytical with stuff, and I always have multiple reasons why I do things, and it might not always be easy for people to understand. So I'm going to try to explain it quickly and thoroughly, because a lot of times I can end up going on in depth about stuff, and I'm trying not to do that. If there's something specifically that you guys are like really into, put it down in the comments, like, hey, elaborate on this or something. Then I can try and do that. So I'm gonna try to like make it pretty quick and simple. We got a lot of really good questions on here. I have them on my phone, so we're gonna try and jump into it. Some of these, I'm gonna be honest, are very controversial, so I'm gonna do what I can or what's like allowed to do on here. But I do have another one that I did specifically for Patreon, and that one is a bunch of Patreon questions, and the ones that are too crazy on here that like literally will get flagged, strike down, or whatever the case is, we are doing another one over there. So if you guys want to check that out and really start to like get behind the scenes of, you know, my thinking and stuff like that, go check that one out as well too, because that one is going to be really juicy stuff for sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. There's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm gonna start kind of like jamming through some of this stuff. How come Travis is against having the kids around other kids? Travis's thoughts on being medicated for mental illnesses. I don't know. I mean, I don't know like the specifics of different people's mental illnesses and whatnot. What I can say is, for me personally, I think that if you try to dive in and investigate as much as possible, and Shannon and I were talking about this before, like most psychiatrists, psychologists, stuff like that, like it's a very different field than say regular, say medical. I'll just say regular medical, meaning you think you hurt your leg, you go in and you get an x-ray, and they can literally look on an x-ray, yes, your leg is broken, no, your leg is not broken. And so not until really recently, they've never really had scans, so it's kind of like an actual scan where they can really detail it out. And now I think that now they do. It's like more kind of newer stuff and everything. But anyways, my point is a lot of times, even for Shannon when she was younger, it was like kind of throwing darts at a dartboard. They're like, you have some of these similarities, and so you have some of this and some of this, so I think it's this, and we're going to put you on this. And it's like, no offense to that at all, but sometimes I feel like a lot of it is a guessing game with who's diagnosing, not diagnosing per se, but the medication and the amount and stuff like that. And so I would personally, like I said, you know, are you doing all the other things possible in my mind, you know, eating healthy, exercising, are you, you know, have a toxic load as far as like, have you been tested for heavy metals? Are you just different things like that? And then if all of that rules out and you're like, dude, everything is freaking awesome, blah, 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 then like I said, then I think that it's healthy to address these things and have some, you know, help as far as, you know, mental illnesses for sure. It's helping your way of life and helping other people, you know, as well too. Do you guys still only do ANAL? I don't, can we talk about this on YouTube? I don't know. I might save that one for Patreon, because I don't even know what the rules are on here. We've been doing this for like 9 years, and like they just make the rules up as they go and change it all the time. So I'll put that one on hold for Patreon. Is one of you better at compromising in your marriage than the other? That's a not a difficult question, but I would say it depends on the situation. So I think it depends. Like we both know more where we are willing to compromise. So I wouldn't say it's just an all or nothing or one-sided or the other. I think it's both, But like I said, it depends on what it is. Like there's some things that I'm not going to compromise on and that she won't, but like we both know like where we will and where we won't with stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. What are your thoughts on the current state of the world? Gosh, like the world, it's a very big, broad, general term. I've just been, or we've just kind of been like focusing on ourselves, to be honest, like not in a selfish way, but just like doing what we're going to do, right? And I think that doing what we want to do, doing what we're focused on, looking forward at our goal, right? And not worrying about so much like if somebody or something or whatever else is going to interfere with that. It's like, we're going to do this, and that's like what we're planning on doing. It's kind of like Storm, for example. Storm is a great example. You know, when we were doing stuff with Storm, it was like literally like right at the beginning of this, like the whole pandemic thing. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, why would you do this right now? Like, why don't you just wait? Well, if we waited, we still wouldn't have our son, right? So then we would wait, and then we'd be like, okay, we think it's safe now or whatever, or we think it's okay. And then we would try to get pregnant or, you know, with an embryo and all that stuff. And then it would be another 9 months. And so now we'd be out another, 2 years, maybe 3 years or something like that. And it's like, no, we're living our life. We're going to do what we want to do. And that's what like we're focused on. And we're not like necessarily trying to put too much thoughts into like what someone else is trying to be doing or telling us what to do. From Emma KC, why will you not let Snow do sports or dance and go to daycare? Well, the daycare thing, that's like a very detailed question, Emma. I will save that one on for Patreon. Emma's a Patreon member, you guys. But that's a very detailed and a longer explanation one. But the sports or dance and stuff like that, we're in LA County in Southern California. Like we are literally in the worst place as far as mandates, lockdown stuff, mask, wearing stuff like that. So for me, I'm not going to put a mask on Snow. Don't care what anyone else wants to do, whatever you want to do with your kid. I think it's your right and your responsibility as a parent to weigh in and like judge what you want to do. But I'm not gonna have Snow wearing a mask, or even Storm for that matter. I think some people are putting masks on little babies. So that was like one thing. I'll get into more of it like on Patreon and stuff like that. It's just got barely like scratching the surface on that. How are you making time for yourself, even in a few minutes, to de-stress from life? That's probably key, even for a few minutes. I think my general stuff, I think like kind of like helps me. So like in the morning, it's like I'll have like my hot lemon water, and I try to like kind of help me out. And I know that sounds like kind of like weird, but that's something that like stuff that like I know is good for me. I will take the time to wait. So if the kids, like I get up with the kids and they're running around, it's kind of craziness. Like I don't try to scramble that and like get like my hot like lemon water first thing in the morning to like get me going or whatever. I'll like wait until I'm able to like cut the lemon and do it. It's something. There's like those little things that like help me, I think, be able to like take a deep breath, because it's like something like that's like, I don't know, relax or something like that. I really don't get like a lot of times of like just chilling. At the end of the night, like after everything's done, like I do love sitting down. Like Shannon and I get to like finally sit down and like chill out like on the couch, and we can like talk about stuff or talk about the day or just like watch like some silly show or something like that. But like honestly, I don't get that much. You know what? And I'm thinking about it right now. I will say my shower. I always take a shower at night, and I always take it after the kids are sleeping. So by the time I get into a shower and it's like kind of cold in the house, and I get under and I'm in the hot water, and like I'll just let like the hot water, go on me, and I'll like just close my eyes, and it's like like it feels so good. Like that's probably like one of the nicest things. And it sounds so f***ing boring. Are you kidding me? Like a nice like de-stress thing, like a nice hot shower. Like, oh my god, like so lame. I gotta get back to like me, like snowboarding and surfing and water skiing and wakeboarding and stuff like that, because some exciting thing is taking a hot shower. Like, what a joke. Do you think Shannon puts all the blame on you in your marital issues? How much time do we have? No, I'm just kidding. No, we are getting like I'm looking at the time up there. That's like a longer one. I'll save that one for later. I'm just trying to like jam through. What's one thing that Shannon does that makes you just irate? Funny enough, I actually just did an entire video of like stuff that people don't know about Shannon and stuff that she does that annoys the shit out of me and stuff like. And I did that one on Patreon, but I actually did a whole video on that. It's a long one. Any new tattoos? I think that one was probably for Shannon because I don't have any tattoos. All right, I'll do a couple more here, and then, like I said, I don't want this to get too long for you guys, but if you guys want a part 2 of this, I can answer some more questions. Jay Hennessy 28, did Travis end up getting COVID? Not that I know of. So, I'm gonna be brutally honest, I've never once tested. So, I've never once tested, but I've also, on the flip side with stuff too, I also don't know the last time I was sick. And I don't mean like, I don't know, the last time I was sick was like last year or something. Like, I genuinely don't know. And Shannon and I have been together for like almost 10 years now. I haven't been sick like since we've been together. I thought I've gotten hurt, like broken my ankle and stuff. Not broken it, but I thought I did. And I went in to get it like scanned and stuff. But the only time I remember actually being sick is like being food poisoned, and that was before Shannon, a couple of times, multiple times, and those are very stuff I totally remember. And then like throwing up from like drinking too much, like alcohol drinking too much. I think I threw up probably on my bachelor party, but if I remember correctly. But yeah, like not like a real sick. I don't even know. I can't remember. So no, I haven't tested, and no, I don't think I got it. Supposedly it's really contagious, so whether I've been exposed to it or not, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't know. I haven't put that much thought into it. Does Travis have any male friends? Yes, I have a bunch of friends, but they live an hour away, and we all have kids and stuff like that, so we're, I talk with them and stuff like that on the phone. But I haven't seen, well, no, I saw one of my buddies a few weeks ago. Is Travis medicated for his mood? I'm not on any medication. I just have different, like, well, that's like a whole longer piece as like, well, too. And then the last one for this one, because this video is getting long, I see on here, why is Snow in a forward-facing car seat already? And then a little bit of a sad face from Nina Arkia. Snow's like 3.5, so she's what? Oh, she's over 30 pounds, and she's like 3.5 years old. So she's been forward facing for quite a while. The last seat that we had for her, she outgrew that one. That was a backwards facing one. Her legs, everything was like cramped up. So that's when we switched her around to the front. But yeah, maybe she's older and taller and bigger than you think, or that she looks, but yeah, she's totally safe. So anyways, I'm gonna end it there. If you guys want more detail, more information on like any of the special topics or whatever, let me know. Put them in if you guys want a part 2 or whatever. As always, thank you guys so much for being here and like watching and supporting and all of this stuff, hearing my side of stuff. And then if you guys want more, like I said, in-depth stuff, go to Patreon. I'm gonna be doing, I have this other like whole questionnaire thing that we ask just Patreon members to do like questions like to me. So I'm gonna be answering those, and then as well as some like the crazier, like not crazier, like I don't think it's crazy, but like other people think it is. So I'm trying to like, keep it off of here and not upset like too many people. So anyways, as always, thanks again, and I'll talk with you guys later, and thanks for being here. Okay, bye.